Come into a comfortable seated position on your yoga mat. Sit tall, and as you exhale, relax the shoulders away from your ears. Close your eyes and take a moment to clear your head, beginning to focus on your breath. As you inhale, come forward into child's pose. Rest your head on the mat and extend the arms out in front of you, armpits long. Take a deep breath in, feeling your stomach against your thighs on the inhale. And as you exhale, make your spine as long as you can. Inhale, round forward onto all fours. Exhale, downward dog. So push the mat away from you. Take the gaze towards the navel. Armpits are long, spine is long. Inhale, rise onto the toes. Exhale, round forward, rippling through the spine, coming into plank pose. Move slower than you want to go. Pelvis in line with the body. Inhale, send the hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Exhale, rise onto the toes, ripple forward through the spine, coming into plank pose. Core is engaged, body is long. Inhale, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Rise onto the toes, exhale, ripple through the spine, plank pose. Feel each movement in your muscles, in your body as you move. Inhaling into downward facing dog, exhaling, rippling through the spine, coming forward into plank pose. Inhale, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg, spread the toes. Exhale, use your core to bring the right foot to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Press out of the bottom of the left foot so the left leg is engaged. Inhale, left arm forward, right arm back, slight twist. Inhale, right hand to left leg, left arm lifts. Exhale, windmill the arms down, press into the right foot, bend the left knee in towards the head, forward fold variation. Inhale, bring the feet together. Exhale, sit low, Utkatasana, chair pose. Spine is long, arms lifted. Exhale, melt forward, chin to shins, forward fold. Inhale, spine long, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands into the mat, step or jump back, plank pose. Inhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift the left leg, spreading the toes. Move slowly and with control. Use your core strength to bring the left foot to the front of the mat. Rise up for high lunge, pressing out of the bottom of the right foot, right leg engaged. Inhale, right arm forward, left arm back, slight twist. Exhale, left hand to right leg. Right arm lifts. Spine is long. Breathe into any areas of tension. As you exhale forward, hands come to the mat. Inhale, press into the left foot. Forward fold variation, right knee to head. Exhale, feet together, Utkatasana, chair pose. On the next inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms lift, press the pelvis forward, little back bend. Exhale, melt forward, chin to shins, fingers in line with the toes, bend the knees if you have to. Inhale, rise up, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands into the mat, step or jump back, plank pose. Activate the core. As you inhale, downward facing dog. As you inhale, rise onto the toes. Exhale, press the mat away from you and then ripple through the spine, coming forward into plank pose. Stay here or do a push-up. And then send the hips back, downward facing dog. Stay and hold here, or rise up onto the toes, ripple through the spine, do a push-up, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. As you inhale, lift the right leg, spread the toes. Exhale, right foot steps forward with control. Inhale, rise up, high lunge, pressing out of the bottom of the left foot. Exhale, bend the elbows and left knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, torso forward. Exhale, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Right elbow lifts, look up. Stay there or take a bind. Always working within a pain-free range. Breathing fully, maintaining the connection to the breath. Keep pressing out of the back leg. Use your core and come back to center. Inhale, hands come forward. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale, chaturanga. Up dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift left leg, spread the toes. Exhale, step the left foot to the front of the mat and rise up for high lunge, pressing out of the bottom of the right leg. On the next exhale, bend the elbows and the back knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, torso forward. Exhale, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Stay there or open up the arms and take a bind. Draw the shoulder blades toward each other, spine is long. Breathe fully and deeply and use your core strength to keep yourself lifted, not resting on the front leg. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands come to the mat and step back, plank pose. As you exhale, lower down all the way. Inhale, press your hands into the mat, rise up. Exhale, melt forward. Inhale, lift the right foot, bring the right knee off the mat. Use your back body muscles to lift up and look over your right shoulder. Exhale, melt forward. Inhale, right leg comes back to the mat. Exhale, activate left foot. Bring the left knee off the mat and use your back body muscles to lift up and look over your left shoulder. Exhale, melt forward. Inhale, leg comes back to the mat. Exhale, arms overhead. Inhale, right arm, left leg lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, right leg, left arm lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, everything lifts. Try to keep your legs in line with your hips. Use your back body muscles to lift even higher. And exhale, release. From here, we'll come into locust pose. So you bring your hands on the mat in front of you, little fingers touching, so your pinkies are side by side. Press your hands together, press the forearms together. Chin is on the ground. Inhale, lift the right leg using your back body muscles. Exhale, release. Inhale, left leg lifts. Use your back body muscles to lift the leg up. Exhale, release. Rock side to side to press the pinkies and the forearms together just a bit more. And when you're ready, lift your legs. Breathe. And exhale, release. Inhale, hands underneath the shoulders. Exhale, push back, child's pose. Rest your forehead on the mat and just let it go. That's a really intense pose. Try not to let any thoughts disturb you. From here, we'll come into downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend your knees, tuck your tailbone, and slowly round all the way up to standing. Take a big step forward with the left foot. Turn the right foot so the outer edge of the foot is parallel with the short edge of the mat, and then you may need to take your left foot forward a little bit more. Open up the arms. Exhale, reach forward. and bring your hand either to the left shin or the mat. Look up at your right hand or look straight down, whatever feels best for your neck, and try to keep the upper body in line with the lower body. Press evenly into all four corners of the feet, and then rise up. Lift the left arm for a good stretch. Exhale, pigeon toe the feet. So you want them slightly in towards each other. Bring the hands to the hips, press the pelvis forward, lean back, look up. Exhale, fall forward. Bring your fingers down to grab hold of the big toes. Exhale, pull the head towards the mat. Elbows out to the side. Use your arm strength to pull yourself down even more. Look straight down in front of you as if you're trying to kiss the yoga mat. And when you're ready, release the pose. Arms long, little micro bend in the legs, and round all the way up. On the next inhale, turn the right toes out. Left foot is parallel with the short edge of the mat. Reach the arms forward, Trikonasana on the other side. So you can take the hand to the shin or the yoga mat. Left shoulder is directly above the right shoulder. Use your obliques, your core strength, to keep you lifted in the upper body. Press evenly into all four corners of both feet. Muscles are engaged in the legs. When you're ready, lift up. Come to the back of your yoga mat, shake it out, and from here we'll come into Natarajasana, dancer's pose. So press evenly in all four corners of the left foot, lift the right foot and grab from the inside middle, so the arch. When you have your balance, come forward, lowering your chest, lifting your right leg, spread the right toes, spread the left fingers, right shoulder away from your ear. And you can stay there, or you can take it a step further by coming into full dancer's pose. So be really mindful of your shoulder here. Breathe. And when you're ready, release the pose and shake it out, coming over to the other side. Grab the arch of the left foot, activate the toes, and when you have your balance, come forward. Reach forward with your right hand, lift the left leg, spread the left toes. Stay there, or come into full dancer's pose. You might find that one side is easier or more difficult than the other. Don't worry about it. It's totally normal. When you're ready, release the pose and shake it out. Come to the top of the yoga mat, feet together. Inhale, arms out in front, rise up onto the toes. Squeeze the legs together and slowly lower down, moving at an even speed, using your core to keep yourself lifted and light. Look forward, relax your face, shoulders away from your ears, arms are strong. When you get down, if it feels okay for your knees, you can bounce. And when you're ready, come to have a seat on your mat. Bring the hands back about 8 to 10 inches behind you and bring the feet halfway towards you. Push into the feet, into the hands, and lift up, table. Let the head go if that feels okay for your neck. Breathe into the shoulders. Picturing yourself getting really long from your knees to your shoulders. As you exhale, release. You have the option of doing that one more time, or coming into Parvattanasana, which is taking it a step further by extending the legs and then lifting the pelvis, pressing the bottoms of the feet into the mat. Again, breathing into the shoulders, being really mindful, full, deep, powerful breaths. And when you're ready, release the pose. You can keep the right leg extended or bend the knee and bring the left foot to the other side of the thigh. We'll come into seated spinal twist. Keep the shoulder blades drawing toward each other and stay there, or take a bind. Spine is really long. Look out over your left shoulder with your right eye. With each exhale, try to twist a little bit more, initiating the twist at the navel. On the next inhale, look forward. Release the pose. You can keep the left leg long or bend the knee. Bring the right foot to the other side of the thigh, lift the left arm. As you exhale, turn from the navel and bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. With each exhale, you turn just a little bit more, looking out over your right shoulder with your left eye. Stay there or take a bind. Try to keep the collarbones broad, the shoulder blades drawing toward each other. Sit as tall as you can. When you're ready, look forward and then release the pose. Extend both legs. Sit nice and tall, and then bring the right foot back towards the pelvis. Right arm to the inside of the right leg and reach forward. Take the thumb down and then wrap the right arm around the right leg. Maybe you grab hold of the other hand, or maybe you just grab hold of your clothes. Bring the head towards the left knee. Activate the left foot. Breathe. With each exhale, try to bring the nose towards the knee. When you're ready, release the pose. Bend the right knee out in front of you and move the calf muscle over to the right. Reach forward with the hands and try to visualize your stomach resting on your left thigh. So you'll keep the upper body long instead of rounding too much. With each exhale, melt a little bit further towards the leg. When you're ready, release the pose. Bend the left leg, bringing the foot towards the pelvis. Left arm to the inside of the left leg. Activate the right foot. Reach forward, thumb down, and wrap the arm around the leg. Clasp the hands, or if you can't clasp the hands, just grab hold of your clothes, or you could use a yoga strap. And with each exhale, try to bring the head towards the knee. Keeping the right toes bright, right foot activated. As you inhale, lift. Bend the left leg. Move the left calf over to the left. Inhale, spine long, come forward. With each exhale, try to bring the stomach down towards the right thigh. Shoulder blades melted down the back, looking forward, not straight down. Inhale, rise up and release the pose. Exhale, bend the knees. Send the knees out to the side, bottoms of the feet touch. Bring your thumbs to the middle of the feet so that the arches. As you inhale, pry the feet open like a book and come forward. Try to keep your gaze out in front of you, so don't look straight down. As you inhale, sit up, bring the knees together. From here, we'll open up both legs. Open as wide as you can. Activate the feet, and then visualize the inner thighs spinning up towards the sky. Lean forward if that works for you. Keep your toes bright. And with each exhale, walk the hands out just a little bit more, bringing space and length to any areas of tension in the thighs. Try to keep the shoulder blades drawing toward each other so the chest is open. Take full, deep, powerful breaths. Inhale, walk the hands back. Exhale, open up the arms. Inhale, right arm comes up and over the body. Make your arm long. Activate the muscles in the arm. Spread the fingers. Exhale, lift. Inhale, left arm comes up and over the body. Arm is engaged. Fingers are spread. Come back to center. And bring the hands underneath the knees, gently bending them. Come towards the front of your yoga mat, arms out in front, finding your sits bones balancing, lifting one foot and then the other. Chest is lifted. Spread the toes and engage the legs. Arms are strong, fingers are spread. On the next inhale, reach down with your first two fingers and grab hold of the big toes. Inhale, extend, pressing out of the bottoms of the feet, finding length in the hamstrings, balancing. Heart is light and lifted, shoulders away from your ears. Use your core, use your hip flexors. When you're ready, round the back and roll back, sticking the big toes into the ground behind you, pressing out of the bottoms of the feet. Legs are long, muscles engaged. As you exhale, roll forward and pull yourself down towards the legs, elbows out to the side. Inhale, release the pose, arms out in front, and slowly roll all the way back until you find yourself laying on the mat. As you inhale, bend the knees, feet are hip distance. Lift the legs, lift the pelvis, and come into shoulder stand. So support yourself with your low back. Gaze towards the navel. And you can stay there, or you can come into eagle legs. You can do splits. You can cross your legs. You can do lotus. Whatever works for you, whatever's in your practice that feels best. Keep breathing. There shouldn't be any pain or compression on your neck. Whatever you do on one side with your legs, make sure to do on the other. On the next inhale, bring the knees in towards the head. Extend the legs, pressing the toes into the ground behind the head, and bring your hands to the mat. Press the palms into the ground. Press the feet. away from you. And when you're ready, begin to roll down, using your hands as brakes. Keep the legs extended and engaged. And slowly come all the way down as you press the low back into the mat using your core strength. Inhale, bring the right knee in towards the chest. Tilt your chin towards your chest just a little bit so your spine is long, the neck is long. Take your first two fingers to the big right toe and extend the leg. Inhale, lift the head towards the knee. Right shoulder away from right ear. Use your left hand to press into the left hip. Stay there or open up the leg to the right, trying not to lift the left hip and trying to press the low back into the mat. Activate left toes. Push out of the bottom of the right foot. Look out over the left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Bend the knee and use your left hand to pull the knee up and over the body for supine spinal twist. Right shoulder melts towards the ground. Look out over right shoulder with left eye. With each exhale, feel the shoulder and the leg melt down towards the ground. Inhale, release, and extend the right leg. On the next inhale, bring the left knee towards the chest. Tilt your chin towards your chest for long spine and long neck. Take the first two fingers and grab hold of the left big toe. Press the right hand into the hip and lift the head towards the knee. Try not to lift the head too much. The intent here is to really stretch the hamstring. So pull the leg back towards your face. Exhale, release, and take the leg out to the left, looking out over the right shoulder with left eye. Use your right hand to press into the hip so it doesn't lift up. Press the low back into the mat. Inhale, leg comes back to center. Exhale, bend the knee and bring the knee over to the right. Look out over the left shoulder with right eye. With each exhale, feel the left shoulder and left knee melt down towards the ground. On the next inhale, come back to center and rest in Shavasana for at least 5 minutes.